interview out with John Ostrander, and you also had a very prolific career with Valiant Comics.
Yes.
And I've tried to pick up as many issues of that 90s Valiant run as I can. Do you want to talk about that a little bit and how that came about?
Yeah, sure. Over at Valiant, I did Magnus, I did Rai The Future Force, and eventually I also did Eternal Warrior.
And you know what's good is that you can pick up a lot of those issues for very cheap nowadays. And I've gotten almost the complete runs of all those series. So what was the atmosphere like working with Valiant versus Marvel and DC?
Well, it was a very different. It was a very different house, and they were also sort of this upstart company, sort of as Marvel was when it was first started. It was an upstart company. There was a very sort of collegial feel there at the time. And when they called me up and asked me if I would come in and be willing to do some work there, Steve Masarski, who is the publisher, offered me a different royalty deal.
Okay.
Whereas, and he modeled it after some of the record deals that he had. It would start with, if I sold so many books, I'd get a penny. Above that point, 2 cents. Above that point, 5. And finally got to where it was like 250,000 copies. You'll get a dime for each book. And we all laughed because nothing sells 250,000. And then the comic book explosion came in, and there was 1 month where Magnus sold over 900,000, and the following month Rai came in and sold just under 900,000, and I got a big fat royalty check for that quarter, unlike anything I've seen before or since. Very welcome, I would tell you that.
That's great, and you know what, you guys deserved it. I think that you guys were, to me, Valiant reminds me a lot of what made Marvel great in the 80s, and then things sort of fell apart at Marvel. All that good stuff went to Valiant in the 90s, I feel. And,
We had Jim Shooter at the time, who was basically there at the start, and him and Bob Layton, so certainly they had those sensibilities.
Absolutely. Now, will you benefit at all with these Valiant movies they might be making in the next couple of years?
No.
That's unfortunate.
No.
But at the same time, you still did better with Valiant than you did with Marvel or DC, you said, as far as royalties.
I did extremely well with
great.
royalties for like 1 quarter. And then of course all the collectors moved off and away, and the bottom dropped out.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. That's the unfortunate. It was kind of a false boom, but hey, at least some people benefited from it, right?
Yeah.